This is Brother Hatim, and I'm coming at you live. Live and direct. And I'm saying, great day, great day, great day. Man, this is Ujamaa Journey coming at you with Give Yourself Permission. And this is Brother Hatim once again, and I'm saying great day and good morning in the journey way. What have you released from your life to make your journey lighter? What have you innovated in your life? It wasn't a pleasure. I had the hard task of running to somebody who was carrying some emotional baggage yesterday. If you go back to one of my first sessions that started me on Give Yourself Permission, I said that we should give ourselves permission to grieve, to let go. You know what I'm saying? And it seems that this person could not let go, could not get the grief out. So this grief was, in a sense, running rampant through an entire family. And it's real hard dealing with individuals like this because they can't hear anything that you say. And no matter what's going on, they're not going to be able to help themselves or anybody in their immediate surroundings because they are in so much pain themselves. So I want to send some positive energy out for anybody out there that's grieving and trying to find a way to let go, because sometimes we hold ourselves hostage and we had a key and we kick in the door, and the key is hanging around our neck and we're crying and we're screaming about someone letting us out and how the world hates us, and the key is hanging around our neck and we suffering and eating the horrible food that is being brought to us in our own prison, the horrible food of sorrow, the horrible meal of pity, the horrible meal of pain. And we're eating these horrible meals talking about we want to be free, but the key is hanging around our neck. Take the key and release yourself. Take the key and release yourself. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I also want to send shouts out to my son Cleveland, who's getting up early with me in the morning, because we figured out that if he got up, well, actually he asked me to get up himself, and at first I wasn't going to do it, but he has a tablet, and it's hard for me to get him focused during the day on the tablet. He wants to play games, and since I can't monitor his every movement, I decided that I would start waking him up early, so that he could give me at least a part of my hour and a half a day that he's supposed to be educating himself with the tablet. So I start getting Cleve up an hour early. Now, this is the lesson for some of y'all out there. And me and Cleve did the math one morning. So Cleve is spending an extra 5 hours a week with his lessons, which means that he's spending about 25 hours per month. That means that every month he has a day longer of study than anyone in his class. And that means at the end of a year, he will have 12 days more of self-education than anybody else. This is only if he stay at an hour, and if he only stays at 5 days a week. So at the end of, he's in the 3rd grade now, so by the time he gets to 12th grade, which is 9 years, if we can continue this practice now, he will have a total of 9 times 12 days more than his friends. So that's 108 days. 108 days more of study than anyone. So eventually he will be able to master stuff and start moving on to things that interest him. That's what I'm trying to get him to understand, because he ain't really 100% down with just doing the schoolwork all the time. But I'm trying to get him to understand that once he mastered the concepts, he'll be able to move on to stuff on his own. But now, this is a lesson for all of us, because think about this. What would happen if you just started getting up an hour earlier? Go to bed a half an hour earlier and wake up an hour earlier, or maybe 2 hours earlier. What more could you squeeze out of your day for you? We talk about the 2-2-4 process, right? We talk about the 2-2-4 process. But now, this is one of the major ways to implement it. Start pulling time for yourself. Start creating time. Cleve couldn't give me my time during the day. So what I did was I started waking him up and getting my time. I couldn't get my time to meditate during the day, so I woke up early and started pulling out my time. I couldn't get my time. I couldn't guarantee the time at night to run, but I could guarantee the time to run in the morning, because I could control when I get up. I can't necessarily control when I get off work. I mean, I could control it, but because I love what I do and I want to do well at what I do, I don't skimp. So most times I'm not trying to get out early. So, but I could get up earlier, so I get out. And I know this isn't what I was supposed to be talking about, but the mood hit me. So let me go on through real quick. All right, so today we're talking about giving ourselves permission to experience or allow cooperative economics to happen in our lives. To unleash the power of Ujamaa in our life. I know y'all like them words. Oh, Mr. Brown, Brother Hot Tim. Them words, listen, that's a word of power. Ujamaa, use it. It's been used all over America, and it's a word of power. You know what I'm saying? So now, here we go. The principle, of course, is cooperative economics. The word of power is Ujamaa. The color is green. The day is Thursday, which is today. The element is water. The number is 4. You know what I'm saying? The number that, all these stuff are symbols for it. Now, let me read one of the quotes that I picked from my favorite book about this principle. Blessed are the persons who are their own discipline, say the knowledge holders. And blessed are those who know that gifts can bring chaos or peace according to their use. Blessed is the person in whom freedom awakens conscience, and says the knowledge holders. Now, also, it also says, put wisdom to work and evil will flee you, say the knowledge holders. Respect for the law yields virtue. Disrespect yields limitations, the knowledge holders say. So now, that was Erskine Peters from the African Openness to the Tree of Life. And we're talking about cooperative economics. And I always stress when I talk about this principle, and I know I'm over my 5 minutes, but bear with me. I always try to make sure people understand that cooperative economics does not start outside yourself. None of these principles that I'm talking about start outside of you. They start inside first. I already taught you about the 5 parts of yourself: the intuition, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and the physical, which all need to be in balance. All of these are the working parts of the you, the working parts of who you are, and they all have to be in tune. They all have to be tuned up. They all have to be sharpened. And I'm just saying, do the work. But here's what's even more important. We want to work with other people before we learn to work with ourselves. We got these 5 parts in ourselves that we can't bring into harmony, but yet we want to reach out and work with other people. We need to practice cooperative economics within ourselves. Cooperative exchange between the intuition and the mental. Good exchange between the mental and the emotional. Good exchange between the emotional and the spiritual. Good exchange between the spirit and the body. Good exchange between the body and the intuition. We need to get all of our parts working together and cooperating so that we could bring the best out of ourselves, so that we can live the best life, so that we can provide the best life for those around us. Because when they see us doing that, and when they see that we gave ourselves permission to do that and move towards excellence and be above and beyond and to work on our 2-2-4 process, this gives them them permission to do that, and they will start improving themselves. And if you're working in an organization, this will spread like a virus. You see what I'm saying? We got enough viruses running around here that does harm. Now, let's go on and create a virus within ourselves by us practicing our Ujamaa within ourselves. Let's create a positive, balanced virus that goes out and causes joy instead of havoc. This is Brother Hatem saying, give yourself permission to practice cooperative economics in your life and unleash the power of Ujamaa. And this is Give Yourself Permission. I am Brother Hatem. Check me out at www.ujamaa.com. The book that I'm pulling from is called The Player's Pyramid, and I also quoted another book that I love, which is called The African Openness to the Tree of Life, which is by an honored ancestor by the name of Erskine Peters, because that is a masterwork. So check out my book, check out his book, check out my site, and with that I say peace.